Now it's recording.
Episode MacMania 44. I hope it's MacMania episode 44 of the 7th of October 2012. I'm Mr. Mark UK1 and I'm in a new room as before. You can hear the original rooms on YouTube. Check it out at Mr. Mark UK1. And now introduce the other host. We have Elliot Lyons from the Legendary for Production Show. Hello, Elliot.
Hello.
It is like doing one of Mark's interviews. And also we have Jacob Bevis from the Bev TV main channel. Joe. Hello, Jacob.
Hello, everyone. Great to
Let's clarify, this is
all.
not a Mark's interviews video, this is MacMania on the MacMania channel, not my channel, not Jacob's channel, not Elliot's channel, no one's channel, apart from
on the
MacMania.
MacMania. YouTube.com/MacMania is everyone with the link. Should we start off then with our news?
Yeah.
Friday, when the anniversary of Steve Jobs' death took place. Now, I didn't actually know about this until I went to the Apple website. I wasn't actually aware. Until I went to the Apple website, there was a video on there of remembering Steve, and then there was a message on there from Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, basically saying the incredible stuff that Steve did, and just a message. I want to start by asking you, Elliot, where you were at the time of Steve Jobs' death, or where were you when you heard about it?
Well, I think I was. I heard it on the TV, and I was at home. I think in my room, and yeah, it was a bit. I was like, whoa, okay, like didn't expect that just to come up. Yeah.
Especially when it was after an Apple event too. Remember, it was after the launch of the iPhone.
Yeah, no, I was like a couple of days ago. I was like, he was on the stage doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very sad. What about you, Mark? Where were you when you heard about it?
Well, I remember it that week quite well because I had a bruised cheek, and I'm not going to go into detail. We did MacMania a couple of days before, and I was a bit confused why you sent me a message saying, well, Jake sent me a message when I got up saying, on iMessage saying, can we do a recap of MacMania? I said, I ignored it at first, thinking, why do we need to do this? So, as I went on YouTube and I found out that I went and found someone's video, YouTube Catch Parody CJP132. I don't know what I'm advertising, but hey, it was really upset about the loss of Steve Jobs. I think, okay, Steve Jobs has died, and Justine was very upset as well. So I pretty much found out via YouTube.
Yeah, I remember that video very well.
She was crying.
She was very upset. I know everyone was upset by the fact, because this guy changed the life of everyone. We wouldn't be here we wouldn't be here doing this show if it wasn't for Steve, because he created the business along with Steve Wozniak, but he took the interest, and we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him, and I guess Wozniak as well. No, I mean not like here, but I mean doing this show wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't be using these fantastic devices called iPods and iPads. And what I've pre-ordered is the iPod Touch. We wouldn't be here without that either, because
What colour?
it wouldn't be. Sorry?
What colour have you ordered?
I've ordered blue. We'll talk about it later, because I'm still waiting on it. There's a bit of a, I guess apparently there's a bit of a delay, but I
Do
guess
an unboxing.
I will. But we'll start with you, Mark. What was your memory of Steve Jobs? Do you have a memory of what he did? Or?
I don't, to be honest. I only really got into Apple when I bought my iPod.
Right, yeah. What about you, Elliot?
Probably the products. The iPhone. Yeah.
Probably I've got a couple of memories. Like the iPhone when it was first launched. I've watched the keynote a couple of times on YouTube, and that was a pretty special keynote because he was unveiling the iPhone for the first time. The iPad, that was pretty cool unveiling, and then WWDC, I think it was 2010, was pretty daunting because he basically told everyone to switch off their network because they couldn't get the demo working and they needed their network, so everyone had to kind of put their laptops down so he could do the demo of, I think it was the first demo of FaceTime, I think. This was the unveiling of the iPhone 4, by the way. So that was a very good memory. I think he's a wonderful. He was a wonderful person, and he was. Yeah, it's just put a lot of stuff into this world, and no one would be no of these other companies would be competing against Apple if it wasn't for him. So his anniversary was Friday, and I'm sure we'll be talking about this again next year when his 2-year death anniversary will be coming, and we'll be, I guess, remembering him again, and hopefully we'll be telling our children or what if we have children, if we'll be telling them about Steve and what he did, and if they get one of these, we'll be telling them, or someone who is little that doesn't really know much about Steve. So yeah, does anyone want to add anything about Steve before we move on?
No, not really. I don't know much. Yeah, I'm okay.
So in other news now, we'll get to the news, and iPod Mini rumours are still in the air. We talked about this. Did we talk about this last week, Elliot? I think we did. The iPad Mini.
Yeah.
We did. Yep. We've talked about it previously. Now that the iPod Touch, they've got a new version out. We cannot say that it is going to take over the iPod Touch now. They're not going to slam it out or anything. It's in the air. Rumours are in the air, so it's not gonna take over the iPod Touch like we've said in previous times. There has been rumours that it was going to take over the iPod Touch, not now because there's a new one out. So do we reckon there's rumours? There's all kinds of rumours about the iPad Mini. I think Gizmodo made designs for it, just a bit of fun. They also added colours to it, and actually that's what we did talk about last week because there was rumours that there could be colours into the iPad Mini. I want to get your opinion about this, Mark. Do you think colours, if there's an iPad Mini that's released or announced, do you reckon it'll have colours like the iPod Touch, like red, yellow, blue? Do you reckon that's true? Or do you reckon that could happen?
Mark.
Hello?
Hi.
Answer the
Hi.
question.
What question was it?
Oh.
What?
The whole sound went off.
Sorry?
His whole sound went off.
Oh, okay. Well, we were discussing last week about the iPad Mini, and there's rumours that they could when they announce the iPad Mini, it could have colours, so it could come in blue, yellow, red. Do you reckon that's true?
I can actually see that happening because now they don't have the iPods. I can actually see it happen with the iPad or the iPad Mini. I reckon with the iPad Mini, I don't know. If they do one, yes. Same with they make another iPad, same different colours, and the same with the iPhone. I do reckon they'll make other colours or other devices, and I can actually see these other colour devices coming to the MacBooks and the iMacs. And I don't know about you, but if they can do it with the iPod, I think they can do it with the rest of the Apple products.
A picture, Mark.
What, the colours?
What picture?
Oh, yeah, your video's come back now. It's alright.
Oh, it's going to go on the video.
Oh well.
But anyway, I guess it could, but I guess like the colours to the iPod Touch were to make it, I guess, fun, because the iPod Touch is a music device, you know. But look, iPad Mini, it's still in the air. The rumours are still in the air. Do you reckon an iPad Mini will be released, Mark?
I don't know. It's just so confusing.
We're talking about a 7-inch, so it'll be a 7-inch screen. There is 7-inch tablets out there, just to clarify. So Yeah. What about you? I think I got your take on it earlier last week, but you just want to say if you think an iPad mini will be announced?
I'm not sure. Because I don't know where. I'm not really sure, like, I'm not. Unless it does something different, I mean, or, it's got a different use, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth bringing that out, but. Because of the iPod, but. No, I'm not sure. Definitely have to change it, make it different to actually sell it. So
Yeah.
mm,
Well, I can honestly say now that if an iPad mini is going to be announced, it's not going to be announced this year. No way, Jose.
No.
Can we agree on that?
no, yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, because it would have to be announced next year sometime. I'm going to be very surprised if it's announced this year. Very. Because Apple don't really do announcements near Christmas time.
No.
I know we're not really near Christmas, but we are getting closer to Christmas. So.
Yeah.
Only 11 weeks to go.
Sorry, what was that?
Only 11 weeks to go to Christmas.
11 weeks. Well, that is 10 weeks until our Christmas edition, which we'll start organising soon.
Yay! Hopefully we'll get Lee back, Robert back.
We will.
Well,
Rob.
yeah. He might fight again in the video. He fighted in Mark's interviews, episode 3.
Okay.
And he blamed the chair.
Alright, Mark.
He blamed the chair.
Alright then. Moving on.
Moving swiftly on to the next episode of MacMania.
iPhone 5 is, we've said that it's out a couple of times, but I managed to get today a bit of a sale estimate. I can tell you that they got 5 million sales for the whole thing. That is 5 million in 3 days. How
Let me
impressive
take a
is that?
screenshot of this. Good. It's very good.
It's very good, yeah. In 3 days, that is massive. Can we say? Do you reckon, Elliot, that the phone is the best phone out there yet, the iPhone 5, or do you reckon there's phones that can beat it?
Oh, well, I don't know. Well, there's only phones you can compare to. I don't know if it's. I don't know. But I think it could. Yeah, I suppose it is the best at the moment. But I mean, the Samsung ones. If Samsung bring out a new phone, I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the OS is different, and yeah. So I don't know. It depends what you want, I suppose. So.
You said no, Mark, just a second ago as well. What's your take on it?
Well, I believe I've never owned an iPhone, so I can't really say, because obviously not owning an iPhone, I've never actually had the experience of people who've had iPhones, and I've owned the HTC Wild Explorer for that couple of months now. I know that's not the best phone in the world, but I'm just saying, from people from the point of view who've never owned an iPhone, they can't really say, yeah, it's the best phone in the world. They'll say their phone's the best, because it's your opinion.
Yeah, well, exactly right. Yeah, but like, Samsung is probably one of the companies who really beat Apple in this phone war, because their phones are good, and I can tell you they're really good. The Galaxy 3 is a real good design. As long as they don't try and copy Apple, because if they have tried to copy Apple in some points, well, not I guess copy Apple, but done something the same as Apple, and then Apple's not been happy with that, then they've taken them to court, and then blah blah blah. It's all that. So they've got to watch it. But if they can do their own thing and do what they've been doing, they could probably knock off the iPhone. But like, let's say that there's going to be more iPhones to come. So this is not the best of it. We could see better yet in the iPhone, but it's Samsung is probably that company that can probably beat Apple in the iPhone at the moment. But I reckon, in my opinion, the iPhone is probably one of the best out there at the moment. And they're just good phones. I like the aluminium on the back of the iPhone 5. That's pretty good. So, does anyone want to add anything else about the iPhone before we move on?
Nope. Green screen.
Okay, iPod Touch. We've capped on this a couple of times. It's there's been stories people I've been trying to follow because I've kind of been waiting kind of anxiously to kind of get it because it's been taking them a very big while, but people are starting to now see on their order status that it says preparing to ship, and people are starting to get their money out of getting paid for this iPod now. So we should see shipping, people starting to get the iPod Touch very, very soon. Hopefully I get mine. I'm hoping next week. Hopefully I get an email this week saying your iPod's on your way. But hopefully I get it by the end of October. So I'm still waiting on mine. I got the blue 32 gig. So I will unbox it. Probably unbox it. I'm not sure if I'll unbox it live or not, but I'll probably just unbox it to camera.
We can attach it to MacMania.
Sorry?
We can attach it to MacMania.
Yeah.
Well, we could, yeah, I could. Well, there, I might put it on MacMania. I think I might do that, actually. That's a good idea. So,
Yay!
do you reckon it's...
my version and your version, because I haven't got mine yet. And I've not ordered it yet, but I will do one day. Give me a chance, one day I will.
Do you reckon it's a bit ridiculous that it's taking Apple this long? Like, I know it's only the start of October, but you would think that Apple would ship it from day 1 of October, start shipping them on day 1 of October. It's a bit silly
think it's
that they're doing
ridiculous.
it right
We've not
now.
had an iPhone yet. I think it's ridiculous. We've not had an iPod Touch 5 yet.
What do you mean?
Well, it's been nearly 2 years since the new iPod generation we've come out.
Well,
I think they should have done it last year.
Look, I think it's ridiculous that I think it's ridiculous that the iPod Touch, when it was announced, it did not get a date for October. I think they should have put a date on when it was going to be shipped.
Ridiculous.
Because people are just waiting to get their hands on this very good device, and they just saying it's just going to be shipped in October. I'm wondering, is it going to be at the start? Is it going to be in the middle? Or is it going to be at the end? So hopefully I get it very soon because I want it. I want to play around with Siri and I want to use the camera too. So, yeah. But when I get it though, I will be showing it off on here and also on live at night as well. Okay, alright, I found an article, if I just pull it up here. Apparently there was this journalist that wrote about Apple should buy Nokia. So this is going to be my question of the week this week. Do you think Apple should buy Nokia?
No.
Why?
Just no, because clearly Nokia is their own separate company. Why should Nokia be bought up by the most expensive electronic product in the world? The thing is, if Apple buy Nokia, Nokia's prices will bump up really high.
Good point. Before I get your opinion, Elliot, I'll just put some of the reasons why this journalist has said. Maps is one of the reasons. Apple is way behind here, and Nokia has some of the best location software and databases in the industry from its 2007 Navtex deal. There's also another one, wireless TV. Nokia has good technology for delivering live TV to wireless devices, and TV is an area everyone is betting Apple moves into. There's also another one, knock Microsoft on its heels. Nokia is one of Microsoft's bigger, if not the biggest, partners for Windows phones, especially at the higher end with the new Nokia Lumia handsets. And another one is Apple would do a deal as a double reserve with a flip. It can buy the patents and some software engineering and flip the rest of telecom equipment makers such as Nokia's current wireless equipment JV partner. What do you think, Elliot? Do you think Apple should buy Nokia after hearing some of those reasons?
Well, the thing is, Nokia, I mean, that mate, because, I mean, we had that, I think that was one of the first phones we got, a mobile phone. It was a Nokia, I think, and, I don't know, they've sort of died out a bit, and then they brought out the Lumia to try and revive themselves, and that is a good phone, I've seen that, and it's got, obviously, the Windows phone on it, isn't it, yeah, that was a good phone, but, like you say, they've got good software. I just don't think they've got the phones to sort of sell that. I think they've got really good stuff on the phone, but they just never really made the phone that sold. So if Apple bought them, then
Never made the phone that's old.
I think Apple could do a range of phones that are a lot cheaper but still good quality if they bought that. So because Nokia is a good name. I mean, the first ever mobile we ever got was big. It was like that long. It was a Nokia. It was like that thick. And yeah, so they were always quality phones, even the older ones. I mean, I had an old Nokia, and they're always built well. So
Yeah. I've had enough.
I remember the first Nokia. I think it was the Nokia 3310. You could throw it at walls, the cables would fall apart, it would still work. Leave it in thunderstorms, it would still work. Drop in a bucket of water, still work.
yeah,
It was
of course,
indestructible.
I think
Nokia 3310.
they were the only company that didn't make a touchscreen straight away. I mean, they had part touchscreen phones.
Right. Yeah.
They had like the slider
Yeah.
phone with the touchscreen on the top, but they never had. I mean, most phones that are most popular now are the touchscreens because of the iPhone and Samsung, and all them are taken over.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Look, in my opinion, I think that I don't know. I'm really not sure about this if Apple should buy Nokia or not. I think Apple would like to do its own kind of thing. But yeah, like you said, Nokia, they're great phones. They're the first mobile phone, and they're not really getting around a lot. But the Lumia is there. Okay, we're moving on quickly because it's nearly coming up to 10:30. I know that Mark, you need to go. So we'll get.
Yes.
I know I've got a couple of things that I did want to do on the show, but we'll leave them until next week because so Mark can go. So we'll go straight onto the app of the week. You want to start us off, Mark?
I haven't got an app of the week.
You haven't got an
I
app
forgot
of the week,
about that.
right.
I forgot about that, funny enough.
Okay.
I haven't done MacMania for so long, I completely forgot.
I'm looking.
Right.
I suppose I could.
Well, we haven't done it for a while, so yeah, we did. It was the first time last week in a while that we did it. Okay, you have one, Elliot?
Well, I could sort of say. What one was it? Well, there's one I can just explain it, actually. I haven't really got to say, but I don't know if it works everywhere in the world. I'm not sure because basically it's an app that allows you to check cars like that they're all legit, like by their number plate number, and you just tap it in and it comes up with all the information about the car, what year it was made, and what it is, and the colour and stuff like that. And I think if you pay for
It's
it,
called
you can
My
actually,
Car Check.
Yeah, My Car Check. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think they do other versions, like in other countries. I'm not sure. But I think what I was gonna say. Yeah, if you pay for it, you can. I think you can check whether the car's been stolen or anything like that in the past, or so, and how many owners it's had from new and stuff like that. So.
Cool. Nice. Well, I'll have to check that out, see if it's available here. Okay, I was going to do this one last week, but I didn't really get to test it out, so I got to test it out this week. It's called, this is probably not going to really refer to any of you because it's only really Australian thing, but, well, use all league, it's a soccer league in England. Does it recall? Elliot? Mark, you know about the Varsity Premier League, don't you?
No.
You don't?
No.
It's a soccer league.
I don't do sports.
In England, London.
No.
Okay, I'm surprised. I reckon Elliot might know of it, but he's turned.
Can you just wait 4 minutes? They're waiting for me to carry on. What?
I think Elliot's busy.
Okay, right. Are you back, Elliot, or are you still there?
No, he's talking to his brother or someone. I don't know.
Okay,
to
anyway,
be honest
I'll
with you,
just
Jacob,
explain the app anyway.
I don't think that's well.
While Elliot's talking, we'll.
It's alright. I'm back. So my brother decides to come in.
You know about the Varsity Premier League. Okay, you know about the Varsity Premier League, don't you, Elliot?
Yeah. So it's just
Good,
everyone's
good,
coming in
Mark
the room.
doesn't know about it. and he's in England, so he doesn't know about it for some reason. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, Mark. I'm sure you do. You just don't.
I probably do, but I don't pay attention. I don't watch TV. I don't watch sports.
Well,
So that's why.
Well, we love the Barcelona's Premier League here. Well, some people do, and on Fox Sports, they broadcast every game live. I think they get it from Sky Sports or someone from there, and they simulate it onto their station. Well, they've made an app. Now, if you're a Foxtel subscriber, which is basically cable, you can get this app, put your username and password in, and then you can watch every Barclays League's Premier game live on this app. Now, this is only for Australia. Now, you can watch, like coming up tonight at 22:30, which is 9:30, which is coming up very shortly, is Fulham versus Southampton. I tested this out last night. It's a very good app. It works very good. And it's good if you're a Foxtel subscriber. Love the Barclays Premier League. You need to get this. It works on 3G, but better with Wi-Fi. It's absolutely great. It's free. So you just get the app and then you just log in with your Foxtel details. You have to be a subscriber. What I mean by that, you have to pay. So,
what's your password and username?
Sorry?
What's your password and username?
Well, unfortunately, you can't get it there because this is an Australian app. So anyway,
I'll move to Australia tomorrow.
You have to be a Foxtel subscriber, and you have to pay monthly to your cable. Okay, so that's my app for the week. It's called Fox Sports Barclays Premier League. Just type in Fox Sports and you'll see it. It's called Live Games on my iPod, so Live Games. Anyway. Okay, alright. So we'll go through the links and then we'll go through the links. MacMania71 at webley.com. The website's currently down. I'm just doing a bit of adjusting to it, just to make sure it's clean. YouTube.com/MacMania71, the YouTube channel. At Twitter, it's MacMania71. And at Facebook, it is facebook.com/MacMania71. And email us if you want to at MacMania71@gmail.com. Mark, go for your links, please.
My link to YouTube is down below. I don't want to bore everybody, so just check in the description down below. My link should be there.
Well, I suppose, I could say the same, but I'll just say my YouTube and the email and stuff. Right, so I'll just say the YouTube and the website. So you got youtube.com/legendedit94, and you got legendedit94productions.webs.com, and if you go to the YouTube, they're all on the side anyway. So yeah, on my Facebook and Twitter and stuff. So they're there.
Okay, well, I guess you can look down my links down the bottom too. Then I'll just point out my Twitter at twitter.com/BevOB5. I tweet a lot, and if you want to maybe reply to one of my tweets, please do. And remember also, this Friday, upcoming Friday, is Live at Night, featuring 1 hour of the return of Live at Night. It's got some good things that are going to be happening. There's going to be a couple of prank calls that I've pre-recorded that will be on Live at Night, including one failed prank call that is not by me, but by someone else. So come along and listen to that. And then also, I am talking. It's the only show on the Bev TV Live stream that interacts with the chat room. Mark would know about it. Elliot would. I think he's both.
The only show that interacts with the chat room. The only show that interacts with the chat.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, and it's 8 PM Australian Eastern Time. I think it's 10 AM. It is 10 AM UK time on a Friday. Live at Night. Come and join me, please. It's going to be every Friday night from there until next March. So I'll give a date next year about when I'll end the show, and then I'll have my winter period, and then hopefully I'll bring it back after that again. So blogtv.com
Series 2
is where Series 2, yes. Okay, alright, thank you very much, Elliot, thank you very much, Mark, thank you very much to everyone who has viewed this episode, and until next time, next Sunday, until the next episode is uploaded to YouTube. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye for now. Tally-hoo-hoo!